Welcome back, guys, to Chapter 2. So let's get the show on the road. Chapter 2. It's been 2 years and the two boys have grown from when they were young. Eugene was speaking with a purple-haired cat-eared Darkian named Varghese. I've gotten a lot better since the last time we fought, remarked Eugene after finishing their sparring session. His father Kukui watched the pair as he remembered when they first fought. Enter flashback. Eugene, you need to be able to fight with Darkians, so I'm going to teach you a move called arm thrust, Kukui began saying as he went into a stance. The Warriors were the ones who developed this move for other races to learn to combat the Darkians in the Age of Turmoil. I should know, since I was the one who asked for it to be created. Eugene nodded his head as he started to copy his father. As he was learning the move, a spectator came, very similar to the boy who fought him before, but quite a bit younger. I'm sorry my brother attacked you, Eugene. It's alright, Varghese. The next time I meet him, I have a move specifically for him, Eugene replied to the younger boy. Really? That's cool. Do you want to train together? I'll be joining the school next year, Varghese inquired. Kukui laughed a bit before saying, Well, I've heard from your father. He refuses to train you because you tricked a warrior girl into a well? That was just a small prank. She wasn't supposed to fall into the well, he said as his face turned red. The other two males just looked at the impish rascal before continuing on with their training, with Eugene and Varghese getting ready to spar. End flashback. Man, it hurts. If you were truly a warrior, you'd probably knock me out extremely fast, Varghese complained. Being 2 years younger than Eugene, he was considerably weaker. Alright, boys, I need some mushrooms and some herbs from the forest. Can you collect them for me? Eugenia's mother asked. We can get them. Man, there's some crazy bugs in the forest, right, Eugene? Varghese said, agreeing to the request. Well, since we are a party, let's go complete our quest. Eugene smiled as the two boys went into the forest. Are you going to keep being a creep and staring at us from the bushes? Kukui's wife asked. Kukui was also staring at the bush just a bit further from the house, his face no longer showing the smile he had while talking to the two boys. It can't be. As the shadow left the bushes, Eugene's mother couldn't help but gasp. Meanwhile, both Eugene and Varghese was having a rough time as various venomous bugs kept interfering with their gathering. There was even a poisonous frog that was quickly dispatched by Eugene, but not before it poisoned both of them. Good thing we could find the antidote in this forest as well. Eugene sighed as the both of them were chewing on very bitter tasting herbs. As they continued to look for the mushrooms and the herbs, they noticed the sun getting darker. That's weird. It shouldn't be that long, Varghese said, seeing his shadow faintly disappearing. Eugene, look! Looking at the horizon, the two boys noticed a massive amount of black smoke coming from the town. Enough smoke to actually shade them from the sunlight. Let's hurry back! Something must have happened, Eugene stated, running towards the town. Varghese panting closely behind him. As the two arrived, they saw all the buildings were on fire and smoke blocked their eyesight. My house! Brother! Father! Mother! Varghese screamed as he noticed the three charred bodies in front of his home. Tears were already flowing as the grief hit him, and he looked towards the only other person he considers as family. We have to find my parents as well, Varghese! Eugene began to panic. What is going on? Ikitown has always been a pretty peaceful town. There's no way bandits could have done this. The two found their way to Eugene's place and found the same burning aesthetic in front of them. The one difference, though, was another boy sitting down on what can be two charred bodies positioned into a grotesque chair. Psycho Cut! Eugene was the one who screamed this time as he shot pink blades at the green-haired boy. The green-haired boy didn't bat an eye as it hit him. Max, why? You're not this strong! Varghese has now entered the fight, feeling the utmost rage when seeing the other boy. He ran towards the boy as his teeth began to sharpen. Dodging a huge flame that could have burned him alive, he bit Max in the arm. Unfazed as a bit of blood was seeping, he threw a fireball at the young Darkian, which knocked him to the side. You shouldn't have fire! What's going on? Eugene helped Varghese and placed him on the side as he was still unconscious and heavily burned. Max laughed before continuing. You haven't figured it out yet, have you? Come, fight me, and let me jog your memory. The two exchanged blows, Eugene unleashing as many psycho cuts as he can while also maintaining his health with grassy terrain. Unfortunately, it didn't seem to be very effective as he was being hit by flames that were being thrown at him. The two exchanged blows, Eugene unleashing as many psycho cuts as he can while also maintaining his health with grassy terrain. Unfortunately, it didn't seem to be very effective as he was being hit by flames coming out of Max's arm and mouth, which caused many third-degree burns to char his dark skin. Utilizing some of his healing herbs he found earlier, he was able to alleviate some of the pain. He finally knocked down Max after a few more psycho cuts, but something was off. No, I know this feeling. This is exactly what happened before I died. Eugene had a realization and exclaimed with fury, Akamaku! The body of Max began to burn as fire engulfed him. Finally! Did you think you were safe even after reincarnating? The body stood up, but it was no longer the young boy. A taller figure with black tattoos adorned all over his red-colored skin, with black horns on his head, red wings on his back, and a huge menacing tail that looked like a hand looming behind him. Oh, the great Crimson Emperor, reduced to being a small child. Did you really think I wouldn't hunt you down? I read your spellbooks, and the research you were doing on reincarnation. It takes intense emotion to activate that spell, and I noticed it too late when I killed you the first time. But now, I have found you again. Time to finish what I started. Demon! Varghese yelled as he tried to give another attack, trying to give Eugene enough time to recover his stamina. But his help was fruitless, as that very punch to the demon's face didn't even warrant him a second look. Launched again by fire, he was again knocked down with barely any breath in his body. Varghese! I'll kill you, Akka! As Eugene in his fury threw arm thrust after arm thrust, hoping to finish off his longtime enemy. As it seemed to have a little bit of hope as the demon Akka was being pushed back, the claw-like tail started to turn into a spike before it thrust into Eugene's heart. This time, no reincarnations. Pursuit! A black aura enveloped Eugene's soul and quickly devoured him. Delicious. Eugene! Throwing one last attempt of a sucker punch, the young Darkeen boy fist flew, but ultimately missed, falling over, succumbing to the burns on his body. Well, there you have it. The end of chapter 2. The final chapter. We wiped out and we got a bad ending. So I'll be posting another video to kind of highlight what happened, how I lost the how. So it's great, guys. When you see the footage, oh my goodness, or like my actual initial reaction, you guys would be pretty upset too. So I will be continuing on this series. Well, not this series. I'm gonna start on StoryLocke 2. I'm gonna randomize the ROM again, and we'll do another attempt. I'm thinking of removing tragedy as part of the tone, and we'll go for the other options. I'm more of a comedic writer than tragic edgelord type. So with that said, thank you guys for taking a look at this video. I know the story was short. I was hoping, like, with base Nuzlocke rules, we would be able to get past the second rival fight. You know, the one that mattered, the one after getting Pokeballs. Unfortunately, our RNG was horrible. My starter was a Gotharita that was pure physical attacker. I had one good move. I kept fighting dark types and bug types. That was great. And the and his partner Varghese was a dark type that I just threw a ball to catch, and it was just a purloin. So yeah, it wasn't gonna win against a Typhlosion and Yveltal. Can't believe that happened. But yeah, this is a very sad run. Very sad run. But I got some of the ideas straightened out, so there's some silver lining. I'm gonna update some of the rules. I'm not gonna yet make an Ironmon challenge for this for StoryLocke because it was already hard enough with this randomized ROM. So yeah, I'm gonna do my best on the next run. So see you guys till on the next one.